Howdy ho there, friends and neighbors. Bobby here today. Hey folks, today I took my daughter to the range and we shot a few guns, and I'm going to show you how to clean just one today. I'm going to show you, this video is just going to be how I clean a Glock, okay? It may not be exactly like everybody else does it, but it's the way that I do it. And so we're going to show you how we do that. First of all, we've safety checked this gun. There's no magazine in there, as you can see. We've safety checked the gun. Go ahead and pull the trigger in a safe direction. And you probably already know this, just grab the gun right here. You got one of these little tabs on each side, and you pull it back about 1/8 of an inch or so. Pull down the tabs, push forward, and then you can pull this right on out. This is your lower half. This is called field stripping a Glock. And you're gonna take your spring here, you're just gonna grab it on this end. Don't grab it on this end, grab it here on this end and pull straight up. It locks in a little tab on the barrel there. Pull straight back, that's your spring. And this is your barrel right here. And then you have fully field stripped your Glock, okay? So it's already taken apart, it is ready to go. And we did blow a few rounds through this today, and we do have a little bit of grit and everything on here, so we're gonna go ahead and clean it up. I'm just gonna take a toothbrush. It's got a little dirt on it. You can wipe it off. We got this old towel here that we use, and when it gets really nasty, we just throw it out and get it on. But this is okay for a few more cleans. We're going to take the main frame of the gun, and we are going to just simply brush.
Dry brush the slide area, okay? All the way down through here. Just make sure there's any grit of any kind on here. We just want to go ahead and kind of brush all that right out of the way. Back here in this area as well.
And up through the mag well, if you want to take
the toothbrush as well, and you just kind of brush, loosen up anything up the side there, you can. Okay, and then
we'll take a rag here, and you can actually take the rag and you can wipe up in the mag well there as well. Just take the rag and slightly wipe off all this. This is about all I do to the main frame of the gun. Just make sure any grit that's in your rails and everything. We keep the gun pretty clean anyway. And if we see anything, you know, we can just kind of brush it a little bit right there, a little bit right in here, a little bit right there. Wipe it off, and that's pretty good right there. So we'll lay that part aside. Your spring, really don't have to do a whole lot to it other than maybe just kind of brush it off a little bit.
Any dust, anything loose on there off there, just kind of brush that off. And then lay that aside.
Okay. Now with our barrel. We probably only shot about 50 rounds through this gun today. Just going to run the brush through there with no solvent. We might be all right. Always want to run your brush the direction that the bullet travels.
In the barrel. And let's just run it through here a few times. And
I'll take a look through the barrel. It actually looks pretty clean right there. So what we're going to do, we'll take a little bit of this ballista off, okay? And we're going to go and soak this barrel. We're going to squirt some down in there. Now if this gun, if we shot a whole lot through it and we didn't clean it right away the same day, I'd probably definitely be using some bore solvent on it. But we're just going to coat it up with some oil here and set it aside. The slide here, I want to go ahead and take the toothbrush once again. First thing I want to do is get up here where the firing pin is, and I want to hold it in this direction here. I don't want to brush to where any debris falls down into the firing pin, because we're not actually going to do a total removal of the firing pin today. I just want to brush up in this area, okay? So anything that I brush loose in that area will fall straight down, okay? Now from that point there, I just want to take the toothbrush and kind of hold it up this way, and we kind of want to brush these slides here really good if we can. Loosen up anything that might be in there, and any loose debris. Well, actually with this 45 you can actually fit this toothbrush up through the end there. You can kind of brush all this up in this way here. Any loose debris, I'll brush a little bit right in there, and then we'll take our rag and we'll just start kind of wiping cleaning good. We'll wipe the outside of it as well. And this rag does have a little bit of the Listol on it. That's about what we're going to do right there. I don't believe we have to do a whole lot of cleaning today. We're going to take a Q-tip, and I'm just going to do it dry right now. We're just going to run it inside these grooves one time just to see what all kind of stuff we can pick up there. And see, we are picking up a little bit of debris, but it's not too bad. Okay. And we're going to run it down this side here. Sometimes there'll be a little bit of crud that might end up down here that you can't really wipe out with a rag. So we'll just get that with a Q-tip right quick. Okay, and we'll go back over it one more time with our rag, guys. Okay, this is kind of a quick cleaning here. So this part here is ready to oil up. We'll show you how to do that here in just a second. Now on our barrel, we're just going to come back over here and we're going to wipe the barrel off, okay? We're going to wipe it down with the rag, because there's not a whole lot of anything really built up on it today. Okay, and right in this little crack here, I'll make sure there's nothing, so I'm just going to take the rag and just sort of see if I can hold it and wipe that area really good, like so. Right around here on the front where the spring is, we'll make sure there's no debris in that area, and that is looking pretty good. Okay, now let's take a let's take a patch. Let's just run a patch up through this barrel. Remember, we soaked it with some oil, we brushed it. We're going to actually take 2 patches. I think we can fit in this 45 here. We should be able to just take 2 like so. We'll put them in here, and we're going to run it up and down that barrel a few times and see what kind of crud we pull off. And yeah, we do have some crud. See that oil, that Listol, I mean, it lubricates, but it also breaks up a lot of that, you know, crud that could be up in your barrel. You don't necessarily have to use a cleaning solvent if you get on it right away, you know, like the day you shot the gun or soon thereafter, before those deposits get a chance to get hard and nasty. So there we go, we've ran that patch up there, and I can look through that barrel. I don't know if you can see through it or not, but she's looking pretty clean through there. Okay, I'm gonna take and wipe up a little bit here. I'm gonna get a clean patch, and we'll run it up there. I'm not gonna run 15 different patches in here until I get one coming out totally clean. Not going to be that concerned about it, because hopefully the gun ain't going to sit up too long. We're going to be out shooting it again here pretty soon. Let's just run this through it again. Looks pretty good there. I mean, it's still got some dirt and stuff on it. See if we can just flip it around and reuse the same patch again. Okay, so we're going to just run that up there a time or 2 again. Okay, now we are going to take one more patch, and let's just see if it runs through clean. And if it does pretty clean, we'll dip it in a little bit of oil, and we'll just put a little light coat inside our barrel. And right there, that's looking pretty good. I'm okay with that right there. Okay, now we're going to take a little bit of oil here. If you use any gun oil, this is actually Lucas's CLP. A good friend of mine, Mr. Derek, give me this bottle here, and I like it. It smells good anyway. It smells better than any other oh, there we go. So we're just going to dab a little bit on our patch here. I might have a little too much. And we're just going to run that in the barrel, kind of twist it around as we go. Just put a light coat inside our barrel. Okay, that's all we're going to do. All right. And you see that even pulled off just a little bit more. We're just going to take one dry patch, okay? Just one dry one. I'm gonna run it in there just one time and back, just to get any excess off of there. So bam, there you go. That's all I'm doing to the barrel. All right, now we are ready to hurry up and reassemble this gun before this thing gets too awfully long, okay? So we're gonna take a drop of oil, we're gonna put it on the barrel. I'm just gonna smooth it around my fingers a little bit, okay? Just like so, and we'll kind of lightly wipe off any excess. Down here where this peg here is, I'm gonna put just a little drop of oil right there if I can, and we'll take a Q-tip, kind of move that around a little bit, kind of oil up all this right in here, kind of move it around and take off any excess. All right, put a little bit on the front of right here, front of your barrel, right in that area there. So the barrel's good. We're gonna take this. We're gonna put a little bit of this oil on both ends of this Q-tip here. And on the slide, I'm gonna take this and just run it down in the slide here, okay? We'll run a thin coat of oil down the slide here. Don't want a whole lot of oil, because that oil actually, when you start firing the gun, it'll actually attract a bunch of crud to any oiled areas, okay? I'm just gonna put a little bit of oil there. And down here where your barrel rides, okay, a drop of oil. If we can get just one drop, we might have got a little too much right there. Let's just dry up a little bit of it first, okay? And then we'll, I might just do this with a patch. We can move this oil around up on the top here, top of the slide. Just get a thin coat of oil up in there. And then right here on the end, where your barrel goes in and out of the end of the slide, put you a little bit on there, put you a dab of oil around right there. Now let's grab our body of the gun one more time, and right here on all these little metal spots right in here where your slide is, dab you a little bit of oil. Down here where this, these two actually, if I had one of them little, I'd like to squirt just a little drop in there. But anyway, we're just gonna do it this way for now. And dab you a little bit of oil on these rails. Not a whole lot. Okay. Now we're ready to quickly assemble this gun, okay? Wipe just a little bit more of that oil off that barrel. Don't leave too much on there. Too much oil will attract dirt and crud, but you do want a little coating on there. So we're gonna drop the barrel back in, okay? So it's in place. Now your spring, remember, it only goes one way. This end, little end here, it sticks out, goes into the frame. And this piece rides on the second groove there, okay? Not on this first one. The gun won't go back together. You just gotta go on this second one down in here. So we'll slide that in place. There we go, okay. There we go. And we're gonna double check. Make sure my blind old man eyes can see that good, and we are in that second groove on the gun. Okay, so we're good there. Take a little bit of oil with my finger there and just rubbing it right on the top of where it rides on the bullet. And okay, so barrel's in, gun's in. Let's take our frame, point our barrel in the correct direction there, and put our slide back on right here. And all you do is rack it back, and hey, there you go. And you can safety check it. You can pull the trigger, keep the trigger pulled down, rack it again, and make sure you got reset. And your reset is right there, so your gun is good to go. Friends, I want to thank you for watching a little video today. I'm no expert on guns, but this is the way I clean my Glock. It may not be exactly the way everybody else does. Maybe leave a couple comments, give me a couple tips if you want to. I've been doing it this way for a while, and it seems to be working out pretty good. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Take care.